Tim and Bless coming at you live at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Japan time, motherfucker.
Oh man.
Woo.
I'm up. I'm awake.
Yeah,
I'm here.
Yeah. I'm not quite there. You know, I'm still the train is still chugging.
Dude, the McDonald's caramelized coffee, man.
Yeah. I'm loving you on this Mickey D's kick in the morning.
Oh, dude, it's not good. It's
No,
unhealthy.
but hey,
it's
you know
what's
what I
close
mean?
to me. And so
what is this?
It's the caramelized coffee.
Caramelized coffee.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm not usually like a coffee person because coffee makes my stomach do weird things. But I've not found. I used to do tea every morning.
Yeah.
I've not found a good tea spot or
I didn't know
placement
you
for
were
tea.
fancy like that.
Oh, dude. You know.
What type of tea? How herbal are you getting?
I had like a rotation at my last job because like I worked at Starbucks corporate for my last job.
Yeah.
And so they had like Teavana tea that I could just choose from. So I'd like rotate between like let's see, it was labeled energy, but I think it was just Earl Grey tea.
Okay.
Or maybe I think it was actually English breakfast tea. Right. So I drink a lot of that. Drink a lot of Earl Grey. I'd also do like this like mint tea. It's pretty good.
Mint was the one I always do.
Yeah, dude.
At Starbucks.
That's for the afternoons.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's second wind.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got Bless, we got Big Kev Dog over there. How you doing, Kev?
I'm doing great. It's
Yeah.
not weirdly early.
It is weirdly
You know?
early right now.
No, I said it's not weirdly early. I'm not mad at Nintendo even a little bit.
Really?
Not even a little bit.
No.
Oh, Kevin, you sarcastic little shit. So today we got Mr. Sakurai Presents. What a
Oh, man.
greatly named thing, Nintendo. I love this, man.
Yeah, this
Do
looks
you
like
have
it's
any-
gonna be fun.
Do you have any last minute predictions?
So here's my thing. Dante is, I think, the leading prediction going in.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I honestly feel like if it's him, I'm gonna be shocked.
Yeah.
Like that
It's
seems
hard to picture it.
wild, and I'm stoked about it though. I'd love to see Dante in Smash
For sure.
I think that if it was Dante, if it was Crash, if it was somebody of that magnitude, if it was Master Chief,
It
that
can't
would
be
be
Master
Game
Chief.
Awards. They
Yeah.
would have shown that at Game Awards.
I'm with you on Dante. I think like for me the get hype one that there is like a small chance of happening is Sora. I think that'd be the one.
No chance.
You
No
think
fucking
there's
chance.
no chance
Dude,
at all?
If it was Sora, it'd be Game Awards, man. And I
Yeah,
get that
fair,
there's
yeah.
the Japanese connection, so maybe not, but maybe it wasn't ready. No. It didn't matter if it wasn't ready. They would have had something. All they would have needed to do is say the name. You know, so
Oh, yeah.
show some CG or something.
Yeah, the Japanese connection is a good point because they did Joker at Game Awards, and Joker is the most Japanese character.
Dude, if it was Sora, Sora might be the one thing more than Crash that is just like, holy shit, they did
Yeah.
it.
No, yeah. Sora would be the one where I'm like, all right, PS I Love You had a great run. It's time to start a Nintendo podcast 'cause they did it.
Dude, Sora's like, it'd be like transcendent to the level of like a Goku. You know? I
Sure.
feel like Sora's like the closest thing that's possible
Yeah.
compared to a Goku.
Yeah, that's like impossible.
Yeah. But
fair.
I honestly I think that because it's this weird, I think it's going to be smaller scale. I think it's not part of a direct.
Yeah, but
not part of
it's the
Game
last
Awards.
one though.
But it's not. I mean, it's
it's not the last
of
one.
these.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm hoping to actually see in this presentation. Is I want some more info on: are we getting Challenger Pack 2, or are we just getting one more character, two more characters? I'm really hoping that they at
they
least
show beyond.
announce you're getting 5
Here
more.
we go. Oh boy.
Hello everyone, I'm Masahiro Sakurai, director of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate from Sora Limited.
He said Sora.
Is he gonna play all
We'll be
four
using
at
today's
once?
showcase to give you a first look at our next DLC fighter. Actually, hardly anyone knows what we'll be announcing today, even among Nintendo staff worldwide.
Oh.
The
Shame.
development team and other stakeholders have been working on this fighter with the utmost secrecy. Which means other Nintendo staff around the globe will only start making preparations for release after the showcase has been
Dude.
Jesus.
So it won't be available right away. Please understand that it will take a little time. I think even many Nintendo employees will be surprised to see this and say, wow, really?
Shut the fuck up.
So, let's all share in the fun of getting our hands on the latest information. However, even if you say, that's not the character I was picturing, I hope you don't have any hard feelings. We
live
put
video
a fighter
audience.
reveal video. Once it starts, I think you'll figure out who it is pretty quickly. Now, let's do this.
Smash Ultimate 2. For a second, I thought that was Kylo Ren.
I did too, but also
The time has
Yeah.
finally come to
fucking with
unleash
us,
the
right?
forbidden spell of Zaharat upon our enemies.
What were you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap? As you and I are one, I too am trapped within this void.
don't
In
do
time,
this, Sakurai.
our hearts and minds will cease to be.
I woke up at 5 a.m.
Is it really
Are you
another Fire
prepared to
Emblem
die?
character?
I don't think it is.
They must be messing with us, right?
Because why wouldn't you tell Nintendo that? Why would
He's about to face
I
someone.
thought as much.
Banjo-Kazooie or
I
something,
also
right?
do not
We're all
wish to
gonna be
die.
like, whoa!
And
I
yet,
just don't get it.
Yeah, you're right. My bad. I'm tired.
there is no other choice. You must join Smash.
Oh. This is from Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Yeah.
Join Smash Brothers already! What in the world are you waiting for?
So joining Smash consumes even the darkness itself.
5 a.m. Woke up. Drove here, brushed my teeth, got McDonald's, everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been our live reaction. What the fuck?
That's disappointing, man. Like, not that, like, you know, a lot of people love Fire Emblem Three Houses.
So you return, and sooner than expected. I see. Too many swordsmen, are there? And you wield the sword as well? What will you do? Huh. So that is how you plan to win the day? So be it. I reward your cleverness this time.
I look over, Kevin has the deadest face I've ever fucking seen.
How is this?
What is the relationship with Sakurai and Fire Emblem? Yeah.
He's just a mega fan. Always has been.
At what point do you just make a Fire Emblem fighting game?
Heroes relics.
I mean, he's done it, right?
With Arid Fire,
There has to be half the
superior
roster of all those damn games in there.
reach. Using
Like, at this
years
point, do we have more
overwhelming
Pokemon or more Fire Emblem
It
characters?
must be Fire Emblem. It must be.
Like, if you count Pokemon Trainer as one
One
character.
entity.
Along with the sword of the creator. Each weapon matches a direction.
That's cool.
Your will and mine be now as one.
Why was this so secret, though?
To you, both sides of time are revealed. Through Smash, show the world.
How the fuck? How the fuck are you gonna go Joker, Fire or
Hero, Banjo,
Terry,
and then Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem?
He's
What
so
a
likable.
goon, dude. I love him though.
Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses is joining
But
the
it really
battle.
is like the most obvious.
Fire Emblem Three
Disappointing.
Houses was released just last summer.
Disappointing prediction
so it's
that
still
happened.
Very new. Even so, you'll soon be able to play as them in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This release is planned for January 28th. You'll have instant access if you have the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass, and it will also be available for purchase individually. In case you're not familiar with Fire Emblem or Three Houses, I'll explain a few things, so
We know
don't worry.
we know by now. Sora or Sakurai.
First off, what
Star
is
Wars
Fire
Fire
Emblem?
Here we go.
It's really hard to pronounce in Japanese. The producer said it's okay if I just say Fire Emblem. But when writing it, if you don't write Fire Emblem, the Fire Emblem police will come and get you. So
It's on my
please
phone
be
now.
The police gonna come get you.
The series' first entry launched in Japan on the Famicom in 1990. You could say it was a pioneer in the genre of tactical role-playing games.
Dude, this is what he does, man. We're about to get schooled. This is a history lesson.
Tactical in that it's
Kevin, what are you doing after this?
You can think of
I'm
it
gonna
as
go home
moving
and
pieces
sleep.
in a board game. Or in other words, a game in which you advance units across a grid and battle. When we talk about tactical
I can't
games of that
believe
era,
this, dude.
there were lots of ones in which you command tanks,
Didn't I fucking
aircrafts,
tell
and
you this
so
could be a
on.
waste of time?
But Fire Emblem was unique because
But, like,
each
this
unit
much
was
of a waste?
specific character,
Yeah,
sort
no
of
one
like
knew
in
it was
role
gonna be
playing.
Like literally, it could have been any third-party character. I would have been like worth it.
Plus, something made it stand out from other Nintendo products. Characters could permanently die. That's pretty direct language, though. So
This-
perhaps we should just say they're
Announcement aside,
fishes.
this might be my favorite style of video game presentation we
Really?
have ever had.
For sure.
It's just him chilling with his homies, like laughing at everything he says.
And I can't tell. I mean, it's probably a laugh track, right? It's not.
No, dude.
You think those are actual laughs back
There are
there?
people in the room with him.
But the laughs are so.
Oh, it's a laugh track.
It's not.
If you listen to the laughs, they're like
Strategic
timed in a
draws,
way where
so
it's
to
like
speak.
that doesn't sound real.
It's hard for me to hear
In the
like
older games,
well with
your
this
units
one.
would really
The
be
last time
dogs,
was
never getting
100% people in the room. Like
Yeah.
they were interacting.
It might be like a dubbed over
The
laugh.
game's stories are told like chronicles of war, with increasingly distinct characters and engrossing scenarios. Several characters also appear in the Super Smash Bros. Series, and 6 of the 7 can use a counterattack. It's their down special. There's actually a reason for this. When I was considering how to incorporate Fire Emblem Fighters into Super Smash
Are you gonna
Bros.
do the
Melee,
spears for this?
I thought it might be interesting to reflect the
They
turn-based
got me
nature
by
of
the
the
balls.
original game. First
Look,
comes your
here's the
opponent's
thing.
turn.
I
They
love
attack
Fire
and you
Emblem.
counter.
I love Smash
Next
Brothers.
comes your turn.
I love Fire Emblem characters in Smash Brothers.
For sure.
We have enough.
Yeah.
Now, Fire
have
Emblem
fucking
Three
enough.
Houses
We have
is the 17th game in the series.
Way more than is already needed.
People who aren't Japanese in particular might be thinking, 17 games? There are that many? Well,
You have a-
if you
you have a
include
character
Fire
from each
Emblem
game.
Heroes in the remakes, but you don't include the Satellaview game, Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE, and Fire Emblem Warriors, then it comes out to 17
Can't believe you
games.
still
I respect
Let's
it
try
though.
saying
I
them
respect
in
like
Fire Emblem Can
just
You
being
Say
a fan of a
Challenge.
thing, and it's going
It's
hard for
unabashed,
Give it a
man.
try.
He's just like, yo, you motherfuckers are gonna know Fire Emblem. Like, here's the thing. When you stop and think about it, this fucking man that we're looking at right now, single-handedly introduced Fire Emblem to America.
I mean, true. Yes, that's true.
Who the
That's
fuck
fair.
was Martha Roy?
Just looking off the camera for a good second.
There you go, 17.
Oh.
All right, that's what this was.
Yeah.
17.
I was counting in binary.
What?
This is 0. For this here, you get 1, and then you get 2, then 2
Did
plus
he
1
not know this was happening?
This would be 4, 5, 6,
He's teaching
7,
us how to
and
count
8.
in binary?
And then you get
Yo,
You know how to
You
count in
just said
binary?
3 houses.
Awesome, isn't it? You can actually count up to 31 on one hand. And if you use both hands, you can count all the way up to 1,023.
I love this man.
I fucking love him. I've
If
told the
you've
story
given up counting
1,000
the knots in a
times.
tatami match,
I met
you
him
could
at
always give it a
E3,
go.
the year that Kitakura's Uprising
What
came
is
out,
Fire Emblem Three Houses?
and I
In
asked to
Japanese,
take a
the male
picture with
version
him.
of the main character
He
is
did
called
not speak
Byleth,
English.
and the female version is
But
called
he
Gettys. But in English,
got
they
out
share
and
the
motioned
same
to me
name.
because I was the first person to ever ask for a
Byleth becomes
picture.
a professor
Really?
who
And he was
ends up
honored.
leading one
Wow.
of 3 academic
That's awesome.
houses.
That's
Once you've
great.
chosen a house, you guide them through their school
Oh,
life,
wow, we're
and,
really doing this.
Well, you end up fighting the other houses. After a
Should I
certain
play 3 houses
incident,
if
5
I'm not
years
really
pass.
big into
No,
strategy
no,
games?
if you
Grown-up
play it,
students
then he
battle
wins.
The other houses in their region.
He's already won.
It's
I
a very
feel like
sad
you
game
should.
in
I
which
feel
your
like you
former
should.
allies
I
become
I still
enemies,
haven't
turn hostile,
beat it.
and try to kill you.
Didn't even come anywhere close, but it's a great game.
To understand the concept of Fire
I've never played a
Emblem
Fire
Three
Emblem. I've
Houses,
always
I
kind of
played an early version
wanted
of the
to give it
game
a
before
shot.
its release.
But I've always known that like strategy games have never really been
I've
my
done
thing.
the
So
same
I'm
thing before.
scared to like
with The
jump in
Legend
and then
of
I'll
Zelda
Here's the
be
thing,
like,
Breath of
dude.
the Wild,
Fire
for
Emblem, I
example.
guarantee, will be your thing.
okay,
You will love this
Because I couldn't
game.
wait
I don't
until
know
launch
the
to
3 houses
experience
is
it,
the right
or
one
we'd
to
have
jump
never made
into.
it in time.
interesting.
But
For that
Is it like
title, I borrowed
hard-
the
like a
Legend
hardcore
of
version,
the
or-
game
No,
for 2
it's-
days,
it's
ran around all
the
the
opposite,
areas,
kind of.
solved
Oh,
the
okay.
and
realized
there's a
for
lot
the
of
first
elements that
time,
like didn't vibe with me early on.
can't
That
really
like
have Breath of the Wild's Princess
lost
Zelda
me.
as
It's
a
not that
fighter.
it lost me. It's just like it didn't like hook me where I'm like I need to give up my life to play this game. Whereas
I
like
did the
A
same
Awakening
time,
on
but
3DS
with there being
did
3
do
houses
that.
and multiple endings, it was really hard to get a feel for it. And of course, there weren't any walkthroughs I could reference.
Why didn't Nintendo know about this? Like, or like certain Nintendo employees. Like, I feel like this would have been.
The game has
I hope
multiple
certain
routes, and the
Nintendo
outcome for
employees
each
are
is
like,
very
God,
different.
another one? Come on.
Yo,
Your
real
experience
talk
will
though,
vary depending on
the
route
thing
you
for me
choose,
with this
and many of
is
the
like I
characters you meet
love
will adopt
that
different
we're in
roles in the story.
2020. Smash Brothers has existed
I'll try
now
to
for over
avoid
20
spoilers when
years,
I'm talking about the
and
fight.
there are still
I
no
hope you'll
rules.
understand.
There's still no pattern. There's
Yeah.
nothing you can
Before my
do.
demonstration, I
to
should point
figure
out that
this
when
man
I did the
out.
Terry Bogard showcase video, I mentioned that it was recorded a month in advance.
Low-key, I wish it was a
But
Pokemon.
this time, we have to account
Just
for
very
holidays
low-key.
and such. So we're filming 2 months.
Because that was the
in advance
prediction
this
during the
video's
Pokemon Direct,
release.
is that
Right
they
now,
might
it's
reveal
actually November.
a Smash character. I think we were like, no way.
Therefore, some of what I'm about
This
to
is
show you
somehow
might differ a bit from the finished version.
More surprising.
As always, I'm using a special in-game camera and such for demonstration purposes. Here I go.
Go for it.
So, this is our new fighter, Byleth. Sadly, they're lacking in mobility. It's maybe a bit better than Robin's, but that's about all you can say for them. Throws are not their strong point either. Their grab lacks range. But actually, you could say that they're distance demon. The hero's relic they use changes depending on the direction you input with the stick. Each of the hero's
I would
relics
wake up
is a
every
weapon
morning
that
at
appears
this
in Fire
time
Emblem 3.
to hear this man tell me
They
stuff.
look like bones, and there's a reason for that. First, let's talk about the weapon Byleth uses for upward inputs, the Sword of the Creator. The Sword of the Creator here is Byleth's default weapon. They use it for flurry attacks and tilt attacks, such as down tilt attacks, where it takes the form of a whip. They also use the sword for dash attacks and other moves. For their up smash attack, they'll whip the sword upward to launch enemies in the air. For their up air
Zero suit
attack,
action.
Yeah.
they'll wave the whip sword overhead. The hit detection for this attack lasts for a relatively long time. The up special move is really something. The sword extends like this, allowing you to do things like this. It was pretty terrifying how I knocked him into the air with that attack. And in addition,
Oh, dude.
That's hot. That's
you can
sick.
do awful
It's
things
Zero Suit
like
Samus
this.
from Brawl.
Damn.
Wait, is that her move?
That
Did she
said,
do that?
you
Back in
launch
Brawl,
opponents
yeah.
upward
The
until
whip,
their
right?
damage reaches
Her
a
up B
certain
used to be a
percentage.
whip that would pull people down. I fucking love that shit. But then they replaced it with like this like space kick.
Exceed that percentage and you'll need to be careful. You may find it helpful to mid-air dodge. I've already shown this, but you can also use it to latch onto edges. So that's the up special. Now for
I'm
the
into that.
sideways inputs. This is Erdvar, the same name as the weapon from Celtic
Air
mythology.
guitar?
First, we'll go through the forward and back air attacks. As you can see, they have a long reach. Like so. Marth's air attack keeps opponents in check too, right? If Byleth does the same thing, you'd win out, so you should be able to beat it. Next, the side smash attack. This also has a long range. It'll connect even from here. Also, if you add an upward tilt, it will be stronger. And if you've knocked an opponent down, the side attack won't hit unless you add a downward tilt to aim for them. By the way, the tip of the lance is more powerful. The shaft part is weaker. So it's not suited to Pokemon.
I know that feel.
It won't deal much damage, and it won't launch opponents far. That's why, as a rule, you want to hit with the blade part aimed upward. Or downward in this case. Next, the side special move. Byleth will simply swing the lance like this, but again, it has excellent reach. For example, even when your opponent is at this distance, it'll still hit.
Jesus.
Actually, you can do a smash attack to charge forward a little. like this.
Wasn't
But
the
as
right
you'd
key,
expect,
though?
it can be easily shielded, so be careful.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. It's a smash attack. It's
Use it
also
in
special.
midair and you'll carve up a large area.
Or maybe it just hits like a smash attack.
Returning to the side air attacks from earlier, they have great horizontal reach, but they lack verticality. So this complements it well.
See, here's the thing, like, hide the
Although you'll be
side.
vulnerable when you land.
This looks like a character
Yeah.
that I'd want to
No, that's my thing. Is like I'd
Now,
probably use
for
this
the
character.
downward inputs. For these, Byleth will use an axe.
Also, when are we
called
playing
Mir.
Smash,
I'll do any day.
dude?
Let's
It's
go.
I haven't
named after
Maybe
played it in a
during
minute.
Yuga
the
Riddick.
next stream we do, January 31st.
First, the down air
Little
attack.
Oh, that'd be
smash
dope.
hour.
I'd be
It
totally into
really
that.
is strong. You can try for a meteor effect with this attack. Next is the down smash attack. A heavy swing of the axe back and forth.
Wait, so these
As
are
you
all
can see, it has a great deal of launch
smash
power.
attacks, or did he just show the special and now
And
he's
for the
showing
down
another smash
special,
attack?
Yeah, I think he's. Wait, you know what?
Is he alternating?
He's
all their energy
jumping
into
all
devastating
around
strike.
nimbly bimbly, man.
It's a bold move, similar to the Falcon Punch. But here's what makes it different.
It's a bold move, similar to the
When
Falcon
readying the
Punch.
move, there's a super armor effect, which allows you
I like
to
that.
withstand an attack. Just so you know, if you execute a Falcon Punch at about the same time,
What?
it plays out like this.
That's hot.
It's a bit slower than the Falcon Punch, but due to the super armor effect, you have the advantage. Unless you get grabbed. Another notable aspect is that it lets you pass through platforms. While you're charging up, you can breeze
Oh.
past platforms like this to reach a lower area.
Interesting. It's weird they
They won't let you
give him
jump,
that
but you
ability,
could use it as
but
a
not other
surprise
characters. That just seems like a patch
Also,
that they
you
would
can
just
turn
add.
around.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder if it's like a balance.
The swing takes a while. So if an opponent runs behind you during the move, you can quickly change direction.
That's dope.
Even though it can be hard to land a hit with this move, it can be really effective when used against
Wait.
a group of opponents.
So it hits on both sides.
Plus, even if you fail to land a direct hit, any opponents on the ground nearby will still be launched a little. It's as if the quaking of the ground launches them. By the way, earlier I talked a little bit about the other Fire Emblem characters' moves. I don't recommend using this down special against fighters from the Fire Emblem series, because you'll just get loads of counters. It hits with that much power in a single attack. Counters
be weird
can
playing a
actually
Fire Emblem
multiply
character
the
without
power
a
of block
counter.
attacks, and using
With a
easily
sword.
Oh,
executed
yeah.
attacks
Robin's
like this
different.
can just get you hit by counter after counter.
That's gonna be
Next,
weird.
we have the
So wait,
neutral
are there
moves.
more Pokemon or Fire
The bow
Emblem?
you
characters?
use
Fire
is
Emblem, we
called
got Marth,
Failback, which
Roy,
shares its name
Ike,
with the bow from the
Chrom,
Knights of the Round
Robin,
Table. It
Corrin,
only appears in a few neutral
Oh
moves.
god.
Byleth.
You've got the neutral air
How much is
attack.
that?
7.
Seven.
This attack is
We got
similar to a move
Pikachu,
of hits and other
Jigglypuff,
fighters like him.
Pichu,
It lets you spin the weapon around.
Greninja.
Greninja, Lucario,
it's also used to
Mewtwo,
create certain combos with it.
Incineroar.
Yeah. Pokemon trainer.
And with the neutral
Pokemon
special,
training.
you'll let loose an arrow.
So there's more Pokemon training. Or
It seems pretty
Pokemon.
straightforward, right?
I
But
think
there
that's
sounds
are a few
about right.
noteworthy
Yeah.
aspects to this bow.
Look
First,
this up, though.
the biggest difference between this bow and Link's is that once you enter the command,
there
you
can
can
always
keep
be more
charging
Fire Emblem
until it's
characters,
ready.
Oh man.
You can't release it partway through the charge, so when it does fire, the arrow travels
It's like
at high
Tranmu
speed.
in the chat says
It's also
you,
very
you
powerful.
forgot Lucina.
That said,
There are
you
8
can still cancel out
Pokemon
of
and
the
8
stance
Fire
using the
Emblem
shield button.
characters.
You can also change direction while in the stance.
Father Robbie says
It
this
works
could
up
have been
until this
Sora.
point, but if you
Like
keep holding
Travis
the button,
touchdown. Like
you'll unleash
there are other characters under Nintendo.
a
can
powerful
full
arrow
travel.
that looks like a beam of light. You can
But I
perform
guess,
this
like,
move by keeping the
I don't
button
know,
held
man.
down.
I don't know why I'm still
You
looking
charge up
for
power
signs or
like so.
patterns or
Charge a bit
anything.
more,
But
and
like,
then fire.
if anything, this at least
But
makes me
again,
feel
you'll
like,
need to take care when
alright,
using this
the
move.
next challenger pack is gonna
For
be
one,
dope.
when you've powered up the move to its max, there's no way to cancel out of it. Not even with the shield button.
But who the hell would
In
have
other
thought
words, you're committed to fighting
that
it.
you'd start with
So
Joker
you see,
for
a situation
Persona?
like this,
It's such a
pretty
weird,
terrible.
and I think the main explanation is that they wanted to put this out after Fire Emblem 3 Houses released. And
Once you've entered
maybe
the
like after
stand,
that game coming out, they then had time to.
won't
That's
be
when they
able to
started
do
development. and so it had to be the last one as opposed to maybe
I mean,
the first or
but
second.
why?
Use against fighters who have a move with the
I mean, why put them out in general, or?
But you
Why-
can
why
always just
after?
aim into the fray,
Corrin
as
came
it is,
out
after all,
before
a
the
long
Fire
range
Emblem
move.
game even
Oh,
came
did they
out.
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
You deal
See, I didn't even know
blow
that.
to opponents.
Was
So
it out in
you need to
Japan?
think carefully when
No.
using this projectile weapon. Byleth's final smash is called
Roy
Progenitor God
was
Ruptured
in Melee
Heaven.
before
In the
his
original
game
game,
came
there's
out,
a
too.
move called Ruptured
Interesting.
Heaven. This is an enhanced version.
So yeah, 7. You're right.
AFG 330 says this could have been anyone. I would have took
As you
Spring
can
Man.
see, you team
Mark,
up with the
Lucina, Roy,
mysterious
Chrome,
Sophist and launch an
Ike,
attack
Robin,
together.
Corrin,
Lucina.
Byleth.
Byleth.
Byleth. Yeah. So yeah, that's 8.
というのは
Yep.
原作で確認してみていただければと思います。
Now, let's talk about the color variations. It's set up so that the default and odd-numbered color variations are male, while the even-numbered ones are female. However, the 3rd, 4th, and 5th colors are, as you can see, reminiscent of the house numbers. Those of you who played the original game will of course understand what I'm referring to. The 6th color is based on Sophis, who you just saw
How many
earlier.
Pokemon did we say? I'm only seeing 8 on this list.
Yeah,
And the
8.
7th
Eight?
and
Okay, so
sixth
sorry,
right now
eight,
is
eight,
a
okay.
different hair color, which is based on something that occurs in the course of the original game's story. Didn't we see this variation in the final Smash?
まあこれは原作でもということで。
I do love that my favorite video game franchise of all time gets the most deep dive video
Oh,
that
yeah.
the world
Next,
has
I'll
ever
introduce
seen.
the stage.
ステージは
For this one, we of course tried to recreate the place where you spend most of the game, Garreg Mach Monastery.
修道院を作ってみました。原作における
This is how Garreg Mach Monastery is laid out in the original game. From these, we chose to have it cycle through the marketplace, reception hall, bridge, and cathedral.
God, I
all in
respect
one
Smash
stage.
so much.
It's the type of stage that rotates through different areas, such as
It's
You
like-
gonna learn today.
It's like
Let
I'm
me
so
introduce each
disappointed,
of
but
the
I just got
guests
so
that
much
appear in
respect
these four
for
areas.
for what this man and his team does.
まず一番
The first area is the marketplace.
市場です。ここに
I think this is where a lot of people come to do their shopping. The guests that appear here are students of the Blue Lion's house, Dimitri, Dedu, and Ingrid.
Oh, that's fun.
デミトリーは
Not Dimitri, Dudu, or Ingrid.
でもない
Their names are a bit difficult to say.
Why?
They're largely from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
Why?
Since it's a kingdom,
Now all I
that means
can
they
think is
have a
that
monarchy.
dude's name is
For that
Doodoo.
reason, I guess you could say Dimitri is the future king. He had quite the difficult life and may or may not end up with just one eye. He's an unfortunate one, that one.
He loses an eye?
ステージの特徴として
There are vendors on either side. In the original
that
game,
a spoiler?
these are important booths where you buy all sorts of things, but here you can break them, you see.
もしも壊すと
If you do break them, the stage will expand to the left and right.
Whoa. Who would have thought?
I wonder where people will buy their supplies now.
そして
And in the background, you can see the gatekeeper.
ですね
You often pass through this area in Fire Emblem 3 houses, and you end up talking to him a lot. Moving through these areas is possible thanks to this mysterious platform. Just when it seems like you've come to a stop,
と
you'll come crashing back down. You've broken through the ceiling and slammed into the building.
大広間に出てきて
And the guests in the reception hall are Edelgard, Dorothea, and Petra of the Black Eagles. Take note, it's not spelled Edelgard. They're from the Adressian Empire,
人たちですね。このアドラス
and as such, they embrace their military might.
わけです。まあ
Edelgard is one of the characters who is central to the conflict.
ということになりますね。
Depending on the path you take, she'll go through some terrible ordeals. You'll notice there are prominent chandeliers above the stage. It's possible to knock them down.
だけど残念ながらこれ
However, Byleth can't actually reach it, even though it's their stage. You can reach it with other fighters, though.
だから
So, it's nice if you can work your way up there by getting lucky and being launched up, or perhaps by using another fighter as a stepping stone. There we go, I made it. And you can knock it down.
ついでに言うと
Also, you can break this table. Like so.
Also, you can break the
Just
table.
like the sign that reads
Do you think they announced anything about the
Castle stage,
next
it can break
challenger
and
pack?
launch the
They
opponent
really
into
have
it
to,
at close
man.
range.
Part of me thinks that they won't.
No, but I mean, I feel like there's not much of an
Next up,
announcement
the
necessary.
bridge.
Just say like
The
we're
camera
doing another
rotates 90
challenger pack.
degrees,
Like,
creating
just
this
give a
long
little
area.
bit of context. We already know more is
It's a
coming.
very
Like
wide
he announced
area.
last time that more is coming.
My prediction is that we don't see anything, and that we get it at the next. We get the
similar
announcement
to
of
the
it at the next
Bridge of
Nintendo
Elden
Direct in like February.
The guests
I
are
think
from the
he'll say-
Golden Deer.
Because I feel like if you're going to
Claude,
announce it, you do it
Hilda, and Lawrence.
toward the beginning
They
rather
will
than
have
after
Lester
all the
Alliance.
details. Because like, who's staying past all this except for us?
Dude, he doesn't give a fuck.
Because it's an alliance of many noble families, you could say that they have a wide assortment of members.
He knows he has us
And
by the
Claude
balls
is
right
the
now. He's like,
sharpest
I'm gonna
of the bunch.
teach them about fucking Fire Emblem right
Incidentally,
now.
both Claude and Hilda are the names of characters that
I don't
appear
wanna
in
learn.
genealogy
The
of
only
the
thing he
Holy
loves more than
the fourth
Fire
title
Emblem
in the
is
Fire Emblem
representing
series.
different
I guess once you've reached the
games
17th
in
game
Smash.
and are creating
Like,
40
did you
characters
watch
for
the
each
Terry
new entry, you're bound
video
to have a bit
that
of
was
name
this?
overlap.
No, I didn't. I watched
The
parts of
naming
it, but I
process
didn't.
must
The
be
Terry
tough.
one was this, plus
Hey,
he
it looks
played
like the
through the
Pegasus
entirety
is
of
busy
Classic
training.
mode with Terry.
I heard about that.
Yeah, he did that shit.
As for the bridge's
but
design,
as
it's
he was
just
doing
a
all that, he was
pathway,
saying
plain
like
and simple.
so proud.
You
He's
can
like
expect
Smash
plenty
Brothers
of
has
blows to be
more
exchanged
representation
at the edges of the
of video
screen.
games than any other video game ever has or ever will.
will.
And
Oh my
like
God.
he was like going up, he's just like, I won't stop.
And in this sense,
This is Smash Ultimate.
suits the
I'm not
Golden Deer
stopping,
perfectly.
man.
That's
So it's like
hilarious.
I'm a little surprised that
He
we're
goes
getting
back to
Fire
Fire
Emblem
Emblem.
here. Like I would have thought that he would have wanted to like keep branching out, but
The
again,
last area is
never
the
underestimate his love for Fire Emblem.
only with some platforms you can pass through. The guests appearing in the cathedral are Sedith, Flame, and Rhea. There's Sedith, who appears to have an
I really would
extremely
have
strong
preferred
bond
like a
with his sister,
Pokemon from
Flame.
Sword or Shield.
She seems to be under the protection
Ah,
of him and
whatever.
Rhea,
Really?
who you can
No.
see fighting.
I
during
feel like
the
at least with
opening
that
of
you get
Fire Emblem
more
Three Houses.
variety, like
All
in
three
terms
have
of
character quirks related
like
to
looks.
their true
Like,
identity.
I think just in terms of looks, I agree. In
I
terms
feel
of
that Flame
gameplay
might
style,
be
like this
saying
looks
shush
dope, and like
at
this
this point.
looks like
Yeah.
a character I want to play. A lot of the Pokemon I feel are also fairly
This is a simple
generic,
area
like
of the stage.
moveset
All it
wise.
has are these platforms. Being the last
But
area, it may
looks-wise.
be a place where some intense battle.
because at a certain point, like if you put up a random Fire Emblem
it'll
character
cycle
from
through
the
each
roster,
location in about
if it's
2.5
not like
minutes.
Ike, who I play a lot of Ike, and so I know how he looks like. Anybody else, I'm just like, I don't know, man.
Okay,
like
today we'll have a tag team battle in Squad Strike with
That's
the
Roy.
DLC team.
I don't know who that is on the
Fire
left.
Emblem protagonists from throughout the ages.
The new one.
oh, is that
With
Byleth?
Yeah.
5 players per side. All right, here
That's
we go. Joker.
Corn,
No, that's Robin.
Robin.
Joker. And Hero.
I look over, Kevin just fucking hand on his face.
Gee, we really made a lot, huh? Banjo. By now, I think you know what I'm doing. But basically, I'm trying to defeat all 5 opponents with just the professor here. But as expected, it's going to be a pretty tough battle, so I'm using anything I can get my hands on.
I love this.
It's
fan
not going
so
to land
much.
that easily. Uh-oh, this is bad.
Are the CPU level 9 in each of that?
Shenanigans.
What did you just say?
Are the CPU at level
better keep
9?
my
Oh,
distance.
yeah.
I'll use this chance to attack. Got him. That's scary. He's invincible for a moment here. Lots of explosives. Ouch. Ooh, he perfect shielded that, huh? Good one. If I do this, or like so. No anti-air, huh? There, the soccer ball connected.
Time is it? 6:30 in the morning.
Good, there's Mom.
There's Mom.
You're in a good spot, Mom. I shouldn't have taken that. Gardevoir. Well, I guess no one uses projectiles. At this point, it doesn't matter if Gardevoir's there or not. I feel like the enemy might get this Smash Ball. See? They got it.
Uh-oh.
But I mustn't give
crit
up.
hit.
There you go.
I can't waste this
Yep.
chance.
Peace out.
There's another Smash Ball. Yes. got
Whoa.
it.
That was.
What are you charging up for?
Just talking shit to the AI.
There's still more. Whack. Go on, you can take the hammer, but it's mine. Although I'm scared I might get hit with a counter in this state. I hit him. I was trying to fight using Byleth's abilities alone, but what matters
No joke,
is
I'm
that
gonna
I
use
won.
Byleth.
Good game.
I'm gonna try Byleth out.
Hell yeah, man.
Byleth seems cool.
Do you think he actually plays with items on?
It can be fun to play like
Yeah.
this, especially in tag team, so I think it's a good idea to try imposing different types of challenges.
That
on
was the thing I
yourself.
was thinking too. I was like,
The end.
items, interesting. But then I think about who he is, and I'm like,
I guess it makes sense.
yeah.
Now, about the additional music. Since it's from the Fire Emblem series, we'll be adding each of the new tracks to all the Fire Emblem stages. There are already a lot of
music
Fire
is
Emblem
dope
tracks
as
in the
fuck.
game.
Is
Our
it?
selection
Yeah.
this time has been made taking those existing tracks into consideration. 11 songs are being added.
I think it was the banjo reveal.
This includes an
when
arrangement
he
of
did
the
this
main
breakdown
theme in
video,
both Japanese and
and he
English.
sat there with 2 controllers
I hope
and
you'll
was
enjoy
playing
these
by
as well.
himself.
Wait, really?
One hand on each controller, and it was the funniest
We're also
thing.
adding
That's-
in a new
That's why I made the
spirit
joke saying he's gonna play all 4.
board. It includes the house leaders among some of the other popular characters.
Where is
So
Manuela?
we got more spirits, dude.
Sothis is Legend class. Also, there's a new classic mode route, a Heroic Legacy, which is designed to let you enjoy classic Fire Emblem stages from throughout the series' history.
I'm guessing you fight all the Fire Emblem characters, or is that already one?
The final battle is against
I'm
Master
sure that's
Hand
some
and
of it
Crazy
already.
Hand,
Yeah.
but you'll find that something pretty amusing happens, so look forward to that.
I wonder what.
Now for the Mii Fighter costumes. Please take a look.
This is where Sans was revealed last time.
Just show Dante as a costume. Like, here's Sora. What? What?
Whoa!
Whoa.
Yo, are they adding this fucking song to the game?
See, if they did Altair or like Ezio as a character, as an actual character, that'd be dope.
What about rabbits? How do you feel about that?
I don't like the rabbits.
I like the little tracksuits.
I got a beef with the rabbits. I don't like how their eyes look. Oh my god.
Is there still more characters from Mega Man they can add? Like, how has this not happened yet?
Like, look how cool all this is.
Why'd I ask?
Like, this is the most exciting thing so far in this presentation. What?
Not like this though, man.
Okay, that's pretty cool actually. That's really cool.
But why not have you make him a character?
Like, I would for sure love them as a character. But at this point, this is a dope scrap that I'll
This
take.
is fucking cool.
Yeah, this is really cool.
See, this is him wanting to include a bunch of franchises.
Oh man, but any of these would have been greater characters than Byleth.
So, damn, only Cuphead includes music. At least we get Cuphead music.
Oh, Cuphead music is perfect. God, how cool is that?
The Mii's suck though, man.
I like using the music.
Really?
Yeah.
This time, we're releasing a Cuphead
Specifically a
costume.
Sword Fighter. I have a moveset with Sword Fighter that is OP.
And for those of you who purchased the Cuphead costume, an additional song will be added. It's called Floral Fury, and it's the theme that plays when fighting Cagney Carnation. I hope you enjoy these as well. After purchasing a costume, I recommend using the sharing feature. If someone has created a Mii Fighter, you can play using the costume it's wearing immediately after you download it.
Have you ever gone through the creation
And now,
stuff?
onto the amiibo.
Like
No.
that online? Dude, you can find some gems in there.
Yeah.
The
Specifically,
color
like,
palette for
creative
Dark
stages.
Samus looks pretty good, doesn't it? Dark Samus and Richter are planned for release on Friday, January 17th. And now, with the addition of Byleth, the Fighter's Pass is finally complete.
Here we go.
The lineup was Joker, Hero, Banjo and Kazooie, Terry Bogard, and Byleth. From more than 70 fighters, only 5 have been added.
Now we're doing 10.
But I must say, this game has always been an exceptional experience. And since the roster was already so large to begin with, right from the start, We intended to make the most out of the new gameplay mechanics and so on. There really were a lot of new mechanics, weren't there? When we add a new fighter, we don't simply make their attacks or their movements a little different. Instead, we try to offer you a whole new style of play. As I stated, we'll continue to release more DLC fighters down the line. I had thought that 1 or 2 might suffice, but, well, have a look.
19.
Let's fucking
It's be 5. 2 more, 5 more. Let's freaking go. That's awesome. What? What?
Hey!
What? Let's freaking go.
Dude!
All right, everything is forgiven.
Looks like there will be 1 more fighter than last time.
Holy shit!
For this reason, we will be releasing the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass Volume 2.
By December
It will be
31st,
available for
2021.
What year are we in?
pre-purchase on
Oh
the
my
day
God,
Trump,
that's 2
so
years.
Please keep an eye out.
Right?
And
Yeah.
now
The hype will never die, dude. We have 6 more of these
Of
videos.
course, like last time, the contents will remain unknown for now, and I'm personally very sorry that we have to release Fighters Pass Volume 2 when the details have yet to be revealed. Like last time, I'd be very grateful if, despite that, you would understand why and purchase it. Furthermore, the new additions have already been decided.
Huh.
Even if I receive many requests regarding potential candidates on
Huh.
Twitter, I'm afraid it would be very hard to consider them. But I still hope you'll look forward to it. We're also including a bonus with Fighters Pass Volume 2. Last
love
time
this guy.
it was a Rex costume, but this time, here's what we have. It's a Mii Fighter costume for Mii Sword Fighter.
Yeah, that's
the
pretty cool.
ancient soldier gear from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Dude, the Mii costumes in this
This will
game.
not be for sale individually, so it can only be acquired as part of Fighters Pass Volume 2.
Give me the first one.
It's been reported that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the highest selling fighting game in the world. Personally, I don't know if it counts as simply a fighting game, but I guess it's seen as a fighting game around the world. Seems like Street Fighter 2 was in the lead for a while, but now Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has surpassed it in total sales.
Dang, just
However, I'm not
Stunning.
sure if this is accurate. There were 5 versions of Street Fighter 2, or 6 to 7 if we really want to get into the weeds. Plus, there's the arcade versions and the 25 ports to other systems, so I don't know if that's been accounted for. Also, I don't know if that really qualifies as one game.
I love him so
It's
much.
up for discussion. So,
I
who
love
knows?
him.
But when it comes to a single piece of software, it seems
He
like
needs
Super
a
Smash Bros.
podcast. He
Ultimate
needs
is
to get
number
this
one.
out.
Yeah.
Although, I still don't know if it can really be called just a fighting game. I feel like it's become more than a fighting game, some sort of celebration of gaming or something else
See,
entirely.
dude, he loves this and he loves Fire Emblem.
Also, I feel a deep attachment to the 5 DLC fighters.
Give me the first one, baby.
The first Fighters Pass just wrapped up, but it was decided that there will be more DLC,
Give me the first one.
which means no breaks for me. I plan to keep working hard, so I hope you can continue to support us. That's it. Thank you.
I ain't mad.
Hold on.
He took the last like,
How are you gonna have a graphic that
Says lastly.
comes up and says lastly?
and he's like, to finish this off, one more thing. We're a fighting game. We're more than that, and I know there's the whole, us versus Street Fighter 2 in terms of sales, but technically there's a few versions of Street Fighter 2, and so we can't really compare it. All like, he just took the last 5 minutes to like get into his bag.
The biggest flex ever, dude. It's just
Yeah.
like, hey, we're the #1 fighting game. I don't see ourselves as a fighting game, but we are. You see us that way, and we sold more than Street Fighter 2. Like, how you
Dude.
gonna call the game out like that? Like, this Capcom's probably watching like, damn, we gave you Ken, dude.
So we gave you Ryu.
Yo, 6 new characters.
Yeah, 6 new characters, a bunch of Mii Fighter costumes, and Byleth. I'm disappointed with Byleth. Everything else, though, I'm in.
Again, man, I'm disappointed for a DLC slot being taken up by not only a core Nintendo character, but a Fire Emblem character. Right?
Yeah.
It's like I feel like we were kind of like taught to expect third-party characters.
Yeah.
And some level of either hype or like understand, like Hero from Dragon Warrior doesn't do much for me.
Yeah, but
right?
it's still a big character.
But I'm like, I get it.
And it's still
I
from
totally
a different game that we hadn't gotten before.
Yeah.
Especially 7 times before. Especially like, with the intro to this being him being like, oh yeah, like we've had to keep this under wraps. Like not even like a lot of Nintendo people know about what we're doing here. All of that was upping the ante for me to expect like, oh, this is going to be something new. And then when you drop another Fire Emblem character, like, Three Houses, a lot of people love. Fire Emblem has a lot of fans. There's a lot of crossover. And Byleth looks like they're going to be an awesome characters. But there's still that element of we've gotten this a lot.
Yeah.
And I love how different the fighting style is. I love that it's not just a character with a sword with a counter.
Yeah,
Totally. I like the moveset and all that stuff, but yeah.
Yeah. And that's my thing is as a character, I'm stoked about this. I have a feeling that it's going to vibe with my playstyle a lot. So I'm like, I can't be too upset.
Yeah.
But
and I can't be, him saying there's going to be 6 more fighters.
6 more fighters,
Pretty
dude.
much.
That's the equivalent of the first challenger pack plus
1.
Piranha Plant.
Yeah, there you go.
Right? So like all the DLC we've had so far, this game announced is going to have 12 DLC characters.
Gosh. And
on top of the roster it already had.
The thing that bums me out is even though I really like the Cuphead Mii costume, that then takes Cuphead out of the running for those 6.
And again,
Cuphead,
no rules, man. No fucking rules.
No
There's
rules.
been characters that are Mii costumes that turn into characters.
Yeah, no rules, but man, seeing Cuphead on screen and seeing Cuphead fighting and doing the Cuphead moveset makes me realize how good of a character Cuphead would be in Smash.
Yeah. But dude, I love it, man. I love that we got Undertale representation. I love that we're getting Cuphead representation in Smash Brothers. Like
Assassin's Creed representation.
Fucking crazy.
That's awesome,
man. Like this game is unbelievable of just how much care is put into every single thing. And again, maybe too much care into Fire Emblem, but like somebody has to care that much. And I'm glad that this man is here to do it.
Oh my gosh. What was it?
This means 17.
Oh
this
my
means
God.
17, dude.
That's hilarious.
But all right. I think the 2 biggest pieces of information to come from this are we're getting another fighter pass with 6 characters.
Yeah. Up until
the
end of
December
2021.
2021.
Yeah.
So
that's 2 years.
2 whole years of characters. That I wish it was 1 year.
Yeah, and I imagine it's one of those things where he wants to sleep. Like he wants to take
Let
rest.
this man rest.
He's been going hard for however
Since
long.
1998.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, if we're gonna do 6 more characters, we're gonna space this out more, so I'm not crunching my whole life.
But he said that they've all been decided.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Yeah.
So that to me is the linchpin of like, oh, dude, like what? Who could they be?
You don't think that he's just tired of getting like tweets from people?
I mean, for sure.
Well, that for sure, but
I also don't think he's like lying that they've already picked those slots, and so
it's like, I know this is a stupid thing to say, but that means we're not getting characters for games that haven't happened yet, right?
Yeah.
So that means we're not going to see this type of quote unquote reactionary, like 3 houses, so now we're getting this.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm still holding out hope that Travis Touchdown is one of those. I don't know who the other 5 might be.
Dude, we're getting low on who it could be. Like, this game already has.
Are we, though? Because you can always find a new Fire Emblem character.
We can always find a new Fire Emblem character. There could always be a new Pokemon. If one of those fucking spots is taken up by a Sword or Shield Pokemon, I'm going to be very,
will
very
not be surprised.
disappointed. But I won't be surprised either at this point, man. Like, Incineroar was one of the final characters announced for Ultimate Core game, Vanilla. But
was Incineroar the last character?
I think so.
I think it was Incineroar and Ken at the same time.
Yeah, which again, no rules. How do you go do that? Oh, man. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this has been our live reaction to Mr. Sakurai Presents. ? All those questions have been answered. I'm sure a lot of people are disappointed. I'm sure a lot of other people are extremely excited. We are somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Can't wait to play. Just wish this wasn't the last announcement. But we should have known when this wasn't at Game Awards and it wasn't part of a direct.
Should we have, though? Should
we'll
we
never
have?
know. We'll never know.
There's
Until
no precedent.
next time.